Alright, The Predator. Not to be confused with Predator, the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic, which I'm a fan of, huge fan of pretty much anything Arnold Schwarzenegger did from, mid-80s to the mid-90s. And that's no exception. And this, of course, comes to us from Shane Black, who wrote all 4 Lethal Weapons and directed Nice Guys, which I love, and Iron Man 3, which that was okay. And one other one that I should know. It's notable, but I haven't seen it, so it doesn't really matter to my opinion on this film. Anyway, but it's Shane Black. Also, he was in Predator. First thing, positive, the Predators looked awesome. Obviously, some of that is just their character design. I think is inherently just really cool looking. Looked good in the 80s, looks great now. Even the hybrid Predator, I thought, looked really cool. And when they were, killing stuff, I loved it. It was so cool. I mean, they did not pull back on the amount of fake blood, and it was cool fake blood because it was just like it was thick. I don't know if there was like actual fake blood or if it was CG fake blood or a mix, whatever. But it looked thick and just dark red, and I'm like, yeah, buddy. And I mean, they got creative. We got decapitations. We got de-limbing. We got just throwing dudes all over the place, just stabbing dudes way more than you need to. It was great. When the Predators were in action, loved it. Loved it. Everything else, not so much. There was a lot of humor here, which, I mean, it's Shane Black, so you're going to expect that, but it was just super, super hit and miss for me. There was some jokes that I found funny, and some that I just didn't, and then some that I just felt were kind of off. I mean, the main character's son has Asperger's, and there's this thing through the plot where it's like, okay, Asperger's is the next step in human evolution. Fine. Cool. That could be kind of a cool message. But then, in that main character, his military unit that he's traveling with throughout the movie, there's one guy with Tourette's, and his just entire character is just a Tourette's joke the whole time. And another guy in the unit goes by Nebraska, and they ask him, why you go by that? Because my actual name's Gaylord. Is that? I don't really find that funny. And there was just a few other moments like that where I'm like, I don't know. There were lots of moments that I don't think the movie wanted me to find funny that I did find funny, so it kind of made up for it there. And if you're into those kind of movies, this might be great for you. I think there's a lot of opportunity to just laugh at how just off the walls this movie gets. Because the plot, while is generally simple, of just this character, military dude 101, and his groupies going to hunt down the Predator and, save the humans or whatever, that it just goes in all sorts of, there's 50 billion plot lines that just come in throughout the course of the film, and then they solve 2 of them at the end, and it's just well, what happened where did that, and it's just, most of it doesn't make any sense. I mean, they're talking about, okay, the Predators are trying to, hybridize with all the strongest species from every planet. But I'm like, what do we have to offer them? Okay, I mean, we're smaller than them. We're not as strong as them. We're not as fast as them. We're not smarter than them. Clearly, because of the technology they have. So, what do they need us for? I don't get it. I don't get it. It was nuts. All the characters, again, just Tourette's guy, the main character's just a military guy, who honestly I thought was kind of a jerk and didn't really want to root for him most of the time. And Olivia Munn is there, and personally, unfortunately, I thought her character added almost nothing to the whole film. There was almost no reason for her to be there. She didn't impact the plot at all, and it was kind of frustrating to me watching them put this character in there and just giving her what I felt like was nothing to do. I mean, yeah, I genuinely loved the action with the Predator, and I did enjoy some of the humor. And then as far as everything else, if you're looking for like a well-constructed story, I didn't find this to be that. But I think you can enjoy this in kind of on a cheesiness level and kind of a. I think it's bordering on the so bad and weird that it's good, and so some people might be able to enjoy it for that. Personally, maybe if I watched it again, I'd have a little more fun. But for most of it, I was just kind of like waiting for like, all right, one of the next Predators gonna jump on screen here, and then I can really have some fun.